Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today is gambling day, and today we're actually gambling some rings. Yeah, some rings with some weird stats, some divine orbs, and hopefully a shitload of profit. Because today we're gambling 250 divine orbs versus 20. Good English, boy. 20 VENTOR'S gamble. So this is ridiculously hard to price check, right? So I want to make this clear in the start of the gambling, right? So if we're gonna take a look at the write down, we have like 250 divine orbs by PatPewPew, and he knows that I'm actually pretty good at divining. So I hope I can bring this man some profit. But as I said, this is going to be hard to price check, hard to do in total, right? So if we're going to take down, this is the actual price of any VENTOR'S that you came across, right? If we're just going to check any VENTOR'S, they start about 50, 52, 50, 45, whatever you get. So I priced them with 50 Chaos Orbs each. This one we cannot count into the final outcome, at least at the total spendings, because if these are shit, we're just going to sell them for 50 Chaos again, right? So what we can price check is the 250 Divines, and that is about 32 Exalts roughly with today's Exalt exchange ratio with 1 to 150. Means we're going to spend these Divines on those and hope that we get some good results, right? So I checked before, and a VENTOR'S with 9% quantity with bad rolls is about 1 Exalt. 10 quantity with bad rolls is 1.5. So even if it's 8 quant or something, depending on the resistance and stuff, we're gonna skip that, okay? So even though, oh god, this VENTOR'S was actually 1 Exalt instead of 50 Chaos, you know, screw that. Because what we want is the really good stuff. For reference, since this is not the first time we do this, if I log back here, standard, like any character here, we did the divine gambling once, quite a while ago, if you remember. And guess what? All these divines, at least the VENTOR'S gamble, where do I have them? Quad tap somewhere, quad tap here. I still have shitload of VENTOR'S gamble on my stash. Some of them are really good, some of them are really bad. But it's very, very hard to sell those, you know? Sometimes you have a VENTOR'S gamble that rolls extremely well, sells for 20, 30 Exalts, right? And the other 20 VENTOR'S you're not gonna sell even though they are mediocre, you know? There is a lot of mediocre VENTOR'S in the league already. So what you want to have is the really, really good ones, and these are the ones we hopefully going to divine today. So I would say, without further ado, we're just going to take the first couple of VENTOR'S, at least like every VENTOR, basically. We can actually just make this in the stash, to be honest. And I think we're just gonna go right away and just divine all 20. So we have mixed. And then we're gonna make the first check, and then we're gonna divine one by one, I guess. So, 4 quantity reduced. Holy shit, that resistance. 129 resistance on this VENTOR'S gamble. Feels bad it's only 4%, but we're still gonna make it. Like, every time I'm like, that could be something, could be funny, could be some else, you know, I'm just going to put it on the side. That's why we prepared 20 VENTOR'S gamble. To see, like, that we can re-roll that all the time, you know? So let me check again, resistance-wise. It's, like, super hard. 9% quantity with triple positive resistance. That would be, like, one of these 1 Exalt rings, probably. Reduced, increased, reduced, reduced, increased, reduced. So all stupid, bad quantity and resistance rolls. Like 7 with negative resistance. 10% reduced quantity. Yeah, I think like this was the first run. So now, since everything is re-rolled and nobody can complain, hey, wait a second, you had a pretty awesome one before you started the first divine. This is gone now. So let's start. Bad, increased quantity, increased like 2%, 4%. 6% with shitload of resistance. We have 4, 8, yeah, probably some close to 120 resistance again. This one is like insane. Dude, if this one would have 10% quantity, that would be one of these VENTOR'S gamble that you can sell for a fortune, man. So, 7 increased quantity. Hey, the first 10% quantity with really, really bad resistance. Yeah, not so good. Still, we're gonna keep it on the side here. Reduced quantity, bad rolls, halfway good resistance. That's some nice resistance, but 9% reduced, not gonna sell anytime. Hey, that's not too bad. We have 10% increased quantity with triple positive resistance, but in the end, it's only like 80 something, so I'm not sure. But this is the second 10% quantity, so we're gonna move on with the other ones. 10% reduced quantity. Hey, that's POG. So reduced, increased quantity again with triple positive resistance, but yeah, not too much basically, like 50 resistance or something. That's not too good. But still, they will sell for more, right? So 9% with, not really. 8 reduced, 2 reduced, 5 reduced, 6 increased, and we have 4 increased, reduced with nice resistance, reduced, increased with shit resistance. God, I love this ring. Hey, did I make a stat disappear? Hey, it has 0 quantity. Isn't that great? Wow, we just make cold resistance disappear. Wow, reduced quantity, reduced, increased. Hey, that has nice resistance. That's our resistance ones, right? These are our 10% ones. And what is this one on the floor here? 9% increased quantity. Hey, we can do better than this. We can absolutely do better than this. Negative. Holy moly. Reduced, nice resistance. Reduced, increased, reduced. 10 reduced. Hey, can we find the worst VENTOR'S ever in existence that we can sell for a mirror or something? So that is bad. 10% increased with bad resistance and bad life rolls. Not so good. How many do we have left? Like, probably we are halfway through, like 100 or something. Reduced with good resistance. Then we have reduced. 7 quantity. Oh god, I hate divining VENTOR'S. This thing can have stats incredibly good, incredibly bad, and the majority is just somewhere in between. Not gonna sell anytime, you know. So, increased. What is this one? Reduced. Maybe this one is cursed. Let's move to the next one. Reduced. 8% increased quantity. Reduced. Increased quantity, bad resistance. Oh, come on. Reduced. We need reduced. Hey, 10 quantity. There you go. 10 quantity. Bad resistance. Bad life roll. Reduced rarity. Doesn't feel good at all. So, reduced, increased, reduced. Where is this super POG one? Hey, this one is a good one. Hey, that is actually probably the best one we had so far. 10 increased quantity. Triple positive resistance. We're talking about almost 100 resistance and 55 life. This is definitely a couple of exalts. But I'm not sure if it's actually like a 30 exalts or something. So we're gonna keep on going. This was the first actual good one. That is 9 with pretty good resistance. That's actually pretty good resistance. And another like 100 resistance. More 110, 150 with increase, but only 1 life. That's not so good. So, increased, 10 reduced, increased quantity, increased. Reduced, increased. Nothing at all. So good resistance sometimes. So bad quantity, so bad life. Maybe switch a little bit. Reduced. Oh no. Increase quantity by 1. Oh god. 10%. Holy fuck. This is another good one. Wow. That one is actually better, dude. Look at these two. Like, this one is actually almost max increased rarity as well. That one is, holy shit. We have like 115% resistance. Almost max roll on rarity. We have 10 quantity and almost max roll on life as well. This one is a beauty. Holy shit. Okay, we keep on going. 2 good ones. Reduced, 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 reduced. Like everything that's reduced is like bad, right? That has no quantity at all. Reduced, increased quantity, decent life rolls, some, yeah. Positive resistance, but only a 50, so that's not too good. Reduced, more reduced, 10 reduced. 1% increased quantity, increased rarity without quantity, reduced. 10% increased quantity. With pretty bad rolls at all. Like, actually, one resistance. One resistance over here. Not bad at all. So, actually, super bad. 7 quantity, that was actually pretty decent in terms of resistance, but you're gonna buy those rings because you want to have a lot of quantity, right? Quantity and resistance makes this ring better than a Perio with a white socket, right? 8% with negative, increased. We don't have a lot left. Oh, that was actually a 9%, 10% reduced, 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 increased, reduced. Hey, wait, increased. Talking about 70 something resistance, 46 life. Pretty bad here. 8% quantity reduced, increased, 10% increased with bad life roll, bad resistance, bad reduced. But hey, we almost made all actually sellable, right? Like more than an Exile, basically. What is... Hey, 0 life, 0 quantity, 0 rarity. What the fuck? Dude, we're gonna keep this one. Hey, I'm a magician, dude. 0 life, 0 rarity, 0 quantity. That's actually pog, dude. We're gonna keep this one. Not bad at all. Reduced, reduced, increased, increased, reduced, reduced. Nothing. So, reduced, increased. Oh, 10% increased with bad stats. Reduced, reduced, reduced. 7 increase. 8 increase. 8 increase with triple negative, that's bad. 9 increase with bad rolls. 10% increase, let's go. Let's get this one to 10% as well. Reduced, reduced, 9% increased. 9% increased bad rolls, 1%. Reduced, reduced, reduced. Hey, well, oh, fuck it. Okay, so how are we gonna make this one now? How we can, like, this is definitely somewhere about a mirror. Let's be honest, this is a mirror, dude. So this one 10% quantity with positive resistance. Let's say 10% with positive. If they are mediocre, I would probably say let's get PoE trade up. So we just make an average price something, right? So if we say it has increased quantity by 10, it's a VENTOR'S gamble, obviously. Let's see what there is on the market. Negative, negative, negative resistance, negative. That's bad resistance. I'm looking for like triple positive resistance. So we land on about 2 exalts right here. So with like not the best resistance, somewhere about 2 exalts maybe. Because there is a lot of VENTOR'S like 2 exalts somewhere, right? So to make this one quick, we're just gonna say like 2 exalts per 10% with positive resistance. Or at least somewhere in this range, right? So let's say 1 here. Then we have 10 quantity somewhere, I don't know. Pretty bad resistance. Then we have 10 quantity with like good life. So I don't know, like, how should I price all of these? This is good. This is super good. 9 quantity, 9 quantity. So here are the other 10s, right? This one is probably one here. That one has triple resistance, which is pretty good. That's positive, but bad rolls, bad rolls, bad rolls. I don't know, like if we say like 2 exalts per piece of these ones here, then 1 exalts for the 9%, right? Wait a second, what is this? Oh, this is because of the resistance, right? if you would take these rings as resistance rings, I don't know, like 9%, 9%. This one is pretty good as well. What about this one here? Increased. That's bad. 10% with, let's say this one for 3. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 would be about 20 exalts. Exalts, please, not chaos. Then 1 for 3, let's say. Then we have this one with, yeah, probably 1 exalt. For this one, nothing. So now it comes down to this one with like 40, 70, 110 with, how can we check this? Wasn't there like a stat how you can check the total resistance of a ring? Total elemental resistance, one like that. Say like 80. No, that did not work. Total elemental resistance. Wasn't it like total elemental resistance? Total elemental resistance. 80. Doesn't work. I need to glance to the chat so they help me how to price this one. Pseudo resistance. Resistance. Just resistance. Total resistance. What about this one? Nope, not either. Resistance. God, I'm such a noob. Pseudo percentage total resistance. 30. Total, yeah, here we go, 40, 80. Okay, this is the one we're looking for, right? So on this one, we have 9% quantity and about 100, yeah, almost like, let's say 110 with 9%. So let's say 5, 6, 10 exalts, but this one has 10, 9. So yeah, let's say like 5 exalts, whatever. I think this would actually be positive. So we are at 29 exalts. Yeah, it would technically be profit. Because we have now a 29 exalts on this one. Can we please make this exalts? Otherwise people will look, no, that's not, that's chaos, dude. That's actually chaos. Wait, we got this. So custom exalt. So this one would be 29 exalts. Our total spend would be 32, right? So now we can take the 1000 chaos in, which would be total spend this plus this. And then we have this multiplied by 150. And then we would have this minus this. So this would be the accurate thing. So we would have technically like 1400 chaos orbs loss, right? But we have to calculate these ones. So these are 10% quantity with, here we have another like 100, 115 res, and this one has like 70, 90, 100 res, but both have like more than 50 life. That's like insane. So if we see like, let's say 10 plus 110 plus positive, so here we have 10 exalts for 40 life. Then we have 20 exalts for 20 life, 49 life, 22 exalts, 25 exalts for reduced rarity. So basically, yeah, whatever you see on these rings, I'll probably say like this one is insanely good. Like look at this. This is almost a 146 resistance. This is 126, 131. I don't know, like even... Let's make it simple, you know? Let's make it simple. We're gonna add 20 exalts, like 10 exalts per ring. So we would have a big load of profit checking over to here, right? So we would have technically now like more than 1,600 chaos orbs profit on this scenario, depending on how you can get rid of those, right? Because the life roll is good, but these have even more resistance, right? So... yeah, if you sell it or not, I probably assume that this is going to be profit because we had such an insane amount of increased quantity over here and over there. And yeah, I really like this one. Like this one is by far my favorite VENTOR'S gamble that ever existed. Like how high is the chance that you get triple remove stats? Like that's like insane. Okay, so thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and see you on the next gamble.